Yo, what is up? It is your boys that are back with the finale to What If Naruto Had Absolute Cancel. On the last part, we had basically left off with the ending of Naruto, the first part of it at least, and now we're moving on to what's it called Naruto Shippuden. Yeah, sorry, I messed that one up, but yeah, we're moving on to Naruto Shippuden. Last part, I'd basically gone over the time skip, and not gonna lie, boys, I kind of forgot it. So we're just gonna go ahead and give this man brand new abilities. So like I'd already said, Naruto, let's just go ahead. He's gonna have Sage Mode, control of 4 tails, 9 tails, Chakra Cloak. He's gonna have the Lightning Chakra Cloak just because I fucking love the Lightning Chakra Cloak. He's also, something I forgot to mention last part, he's also gonna have the Aizawa Drip. He's gonna have learned how to use the scarf in combat, so you know, for all those people who were asking for the scarf, sorry I forgot to mention it in the last part, but yeah, Naruto would have actually gotten the scarf, and his eyes would actually be named the I forget what exactly I had said in the video, but I'm pretty sure it was the Kiansugan or something like that. The Kianserugan. It's basically translation from Japanese to basically cancel. It's the translation of cancel in Japanese with gon at the end, so Kianserugan. And that was basically from this guy called Sandra View. So shout out to you for that thing. But with that being said, let's just go ahead and get started to the video. So as I had stated last part, we basically just ended on the ending of Naruto Part 1, and we're going to go into Shippuden. Now, as soon as Naruto would have arrived in the village, he actually would have gotten there with Sasuke with him. Now, Sasuke would have gotten the same boost that I gave him on the last part. If you guys can remember what I'd given him, or just watch the ending. That's really all it was. Just watch that, and I'm pretty sure Sasuke's not really going to matter too much in this part. I'm not going to lie to you guys, because he can cancel Chakra. But anyways, so Naruto would actually arrive at the village, and they would tell him that he has to fight against Kakashi. All of Team 7 would have to fight against Kakashi. This when Jiraiya would go to Tsunade and be like, you don't want to do that. She'd say, why not? And Jiraiya would say, just trust me. He has gotten stronger. And she'd say, whatever. And she'd basically make Jiraiya get in there with him. And Jiraiya would be like, She would then say, fine, I'll get in there with you guys. And she'd be like, and he'd be like, no, we need a medic after this. And she'd be like, holy shit, now I really want to watch. So she would basically enter the battle. It would be Jiraiya, Kakashi, and Tsunade versus Sasuke, Sakura, and Naruto. Or no, it's not Sakura, I believe I had put Hinata on this. Oh, I messed this up. I believe I had put Hinata. Hinata stayed back in the village. Did I put Hinata in here? Boys, I will be right back because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I forgot if I even put Hinata in this. I will be right back. Yes, Hinata's on the team. I'm stupid. How could I even forget this? It's been a fat minute, boys, and when you don't have scripts, trust me, this gets a little harder to do. But what's it called? Yeah, Hinata would have actually done the training with Tsunade, and she would actually have the strength of Sakura, as well as the gentle fists. And she would have the Byakugo seal on her forehead, so that would just make her look pretty darn good. So let's go ahead and get started. As soon as that happens, Naruto, Sasuke, and Hinata would immediately rush at them. Hinata would rush at Tsunade and would immediately start rushing her. She would activate her Byakugan, and Tsunade would have a hard time off the bat, since at this point Hinata would have surpassed Tsunade. I mean, she has the Byakugan and the gentle fist style mastered at this point. She would also have the immense strength of Tsunade, so Tsunade wouldn't really have too much on Hinata. I mean, when it comes down to anything really, Tsunade would only be better at her than in terms of healing people. But when it comes to actual fighting, Hinata would definitely cock slap Tsunade. So in terms of that, Hinata would actually end up beating Tsunade. In terms of Sasuke versus Kakashi, Sasuke would have went in there, and that would definitely be a decent battle. At first, it would get into a cool little taijutsu bout where Sasuke would activate his Kirin and try to stab it into Kakashi, taking him out of the battle. But Kakashi would dodge, you know, kind of like he did when he made Sasuke not hit Sakura with his lightning blade, and Kakashi would then proceed to flip Sasuke over him. is when Sasuke would actually substitute behind him. Sasuke would hold a kunai to his neck, but Kakashi would become into nothing but a cloud. This is when Kakashi would hold a kunai up to Sasuke's neck and say, "Checkmate." And Sasuke would hold his hand up and say, "I think you better take that down." As soon as he does that, Kakashi looks up in the sky and sees a dragon. And this is when Sasuke would say, "You better stop or I will destroy you with a thunderclap." This is when Kakashi would open his eyes wide as fuck and be like, "Okay." Just backs up. Jiraiya just kind of has a little bit of a sweat drop going down his face and he's like, "I'm glad you didn't use that. You could have killed Kakashi." This is when Naruto would be like, "It's my time to show off," and he would deactivate Jiraiya's chakra and just destroy him immediately. He would grab him with the scarf and Jiraiya would be GG'd almost instantaneously. After this, Tsunade would be like, "These kids are all monsters. Like they have surpassed us by way too much." Now, Tsunade would actually tell Naruto about the Gaara recovery mission, and in terms of that, they would all basically head off. As soon as Kankuro was infected with the poison, Hinata would actually take care of that. Shio would try to attack Kakashi, but Naruto would turn off her chakra and dodge and grab a hold of her, telling her that he's not the White Fang. That's Kakashi Sensei, the son. That whole situation would get resolved just like in canon, and they would basically go off. Naruto after this would basically dip since he knows that the chakra within Gaara could actually kill him if he gets that canceled. And Naruto would decide to get there one day before everybody, giving him just a little bit of time to save Gaara. As soon as he arrives, he would deactivate Kankuros? No. Sasori's. He would deactivate Sasori as well as Deidara's both chakras. He would proceed to activate Sagemon and start blitzing. As soon as he blitzed them, he would take them out immediately, murdering them both on sight with nothing but a kunai. And then he would basically grab Gaara. As soon as he does this, he would begin to pour a little bit of his chakra into him, and Gaara would begin to resuscitate her, come back to life, if you will. Now, after this, Naruto would say, "Don't give up on me, damn it," and would proceed to try to revive Gaara, but Gaara wouldn't respond at first. Naruto would begin to start crying, like, "Damn it! Why am I late? I still can't save anybody." And Gaara would then open his eyes and say, "Thank you, Naruto. You've saved me once again." Naruto would begin to cry a small couple tears and basically smile as he looks at Gaara and helps him up. Now this is when he would basically begin to treat Gaara and take him to Hinata as fast as possible. Hinata would proceed to heal Gaara, and Gaara would become in decent condition. After these events, they would basically head back to the Hidden Leaf Village, and this is right after the mission that Shikamaru, Choji, and Ino would have went where Asuma died. After they're informed of this, Naruto would have decided that he's going to tag along with them for the next time. And this is when Sasuke would actually, during this time, he would actually go on to try to kill Itachi. He would have informed nobody of this and would have just disappeared in the dim of night. This version, Sasuke would be way more powerful than he was in the original canon, being at least 2 times stronger considering the fact that he would have taken Naruto into account. So the fight against Itachi would be a little less one-sided. Itachi would definitely have to go all out, and Sasuke would still end up losing, but Itachi would let himself lose. So when it comes to the ending, basically go the same, except this time Naruto would have actually handled Kakuzu way quickly and been informed that Sasuke had left the village. So before Obito could have taken Sasuke away, Naruto would have arrived and canceled Obito's chakra. Obito would have tried to phase away, but Naruto would proceed to go in and kill him on instant. And Sasuke would be like, "Itachi." He would just be like not knowing what's going on. So when Sasuke would fall down and go blind, Naruto would grab Itachi's body and take his eyes and would proceed to take Sasuke to Hinata. Hinata would proceed to heal him, and afterwards Sasuke and Naruto would talk about what had happened. Sasuke would reveal to him that Itachi seemed to have let himself die. Told him exactly what he had done in canon. But Naruto would say, "Calm down." And Sasuke would see, "I can't see Naruto." Naruto would begin to tell him, "It's okay, I got your brother's eyes here." He would transplant the eyes, and Sasuke would end up getting the Eternal Mangekyou Sharingan. This is when Naruto would basically look at Sasuke and be like, I did it, man. I gave you your Sharingan back. And Sasuke would be like, thank you, man. And they basically get an immense power boost. At this point, Sasuke is a little bit more of a monster than a canyon. And the leader of the actual Akatsuki would have died, meaning the Fourth Shinobi War? Yeah, that doesn't go down the way that it did in canon. In this version, instead, a team will be assembled to take out the Akatsuki. No 5 Kage Summit, no Killer Bee interactions. It will instantly just revolve around this. It'd be Hinata, Sasuke, Kakashi, and Naruto. They would all basically appear over there. Now, once they appear, Naruto would proceed to cancel all of the remaining members' chakras, and they would proceed to kill them all. After that happens, they would return to the village, and this is when I'm going to get into a little more of character interactions. Now, after everything was taken care of, this means that there'd be no war against Kage. There'd be no reason for Naruto to grow as strong as he did in canon. There'd be no death. So, for now, Naruto wouldn't actually unlock the powers of the Sage of Six Paths. After the war, Kurama would have actually had his views changed on Naruto, and after all that, after all that would happen, that would basically happen. Kurama would give him access to KCM2, and in terms of Hinata and Naruto, that would have ended up happening just like in canon. Hinata would have confessed her love for Naruto, and Naruto would have told her that he's actually been quite fond of her for a little while. Just never really had the time to tell her. So Hinata would actually be blushing. Naruto would actually be extremely happy as well. Meaning Sakura and Sasuke would get together, sadly. I know we don't want that. Actually, nah, fuck Sakura. I hate Sakura. Sasuke and Ino would end up getting together. This time Sarada wouldn't be fucking needing glasses. An Uchiha who needs glasses. Oh my god. I hate her. Wait, no, I don't hate Sarada. I just hate the fact that Sasuke was with Sakura. Like, it just really pisses me off. But that's not the point. Sorry. Now, Naruto would have actually ended up meeting the Sage of Six Paths in a different way. After the war, the Sage of Six Paths would basically end up informing Sasuke and Naruto about their latent abilities, and he would grant them access to what they had. Naruto would marry Hinata, and Sasuke would marry Ino, marking the conclusion to the thing. In terms of the Tenseigan battle, Naruto would have cock-slapped this man, and everything else would have basically gone to camp. Boruto would still be born, and I am not going into that. Don't even ask. Not happening. I hate Boruto. But yeah, that's basically gonna mark the ending to what if Naruto had absolute cancer. I know, boys, this was a little bit of a short part, but how do you make this longer? I mean, Naruto has quite literally the power to cancel chakra. Obito's not doing anything to him, and it would have been hilarious to see Chubidara fucking everything maxed out, and then Naruto just comes in and he's like, boop, yeah, your chakra's gone, and just smack this boy Madara back into the grave. That honestly would have happened if I would have done that twist, but sadly I didn't. But that basically ends up marking the conclusion to what if Naruto would absolute cancel. If you guys enjoyed the series, make sure to leave a like down below. I know this part was short, but this story has definitely been one of the best stories that I've done so far. I definitely ended up really liking it. It was a really fun story to do, and if you guys want to see more Naruto what ifs, make sure to comment down some Naruto ideas that you guys have. But with that being said, Zether out.